We actually just released this new AI natural language applet creator. So you can like write in if a new Calendly event is ended, then create a Google event in Google Calendar, right? So if this seems a little bit too tough for you, then feel free just to try this out and like write in natural language what you want to automate, and it will build the applet for you.
Welcome everyone to this next episode of 9x Tool Demo, where we show you the latest cool tools in AI, no-code, and SaaS. My name is Alex. I'm one of the co-founders of 9x, and I'm joined today with Tripp Stanford from If This Then That. Hi Tripp, how's it going?
Hey guys, how are y'all? Glad to be here.
Very pleased to have you. I think you had a little bit accident before the recording. Nobody got harmed apart from you.
Apart from me, I play a lot of Ultimate Frisbee. I'm in my mid-30s now, and I'm trying to stay active, so I play in a rec league. And I laid out for a disc, and I had sunglasses on, and it just like kind of cut me on my nose. So it looks way worse than it is. Yeah.
Okay, safe. I wish you prompt recovery.
Thank you, Alex. Yeah.
And let's dive into the tools. Can you, before showcasing the tool, tell us a little bit more about If This Then That?
Yeah, so If This Then That, our web URL is IFTTT.com. It's a very simple integration tool. We help you connect all of your favorite tools together and just automate them. So you kind of look through your daily life and see like, what are the things that are happening all the time, and what do I want automated so that I can spend more time on what matters. But yeah, we've been around since 2010, headquartered in San Francisco, but we are a fully remote company. We're still very small. There's around 35 to 40 of us. And we have, over the past 14 years, have had 27 million people use the platform. So I think we're, one of the most known no-code automation tools on the market. We're very easy. It's a very simple platform. That's kind of how we pride ourselves, is just how easy it is to get on and get started automating all the daily tasks in your life.
I can't wait to see it in action. We use different integration platforms. Some like people who follow us know about Zapier, Make, N8N, and so on. Before you showcase us the tool, do you guys target specific types of user? Is it for anyone, and is it more for smaller companies? Do you have any target segments?
Yeah, so it's actually I do marketing for IFT, so it's been a really cool problem to tackle as just a marketing professional. We never truly had a target audience in the past. Our slogan has always been everything works better together, and that was it's very open, very we want to be like the duct tape for the internet, basically helping connect all the stuff together. And I would say over the past 14 years, half of our audience has kind of lent to the smart home platform. So like B2C, you're a homeowner, you want to like automate your lights, automate your security system, automate your HVAC unit. And then the other half has been productivity and business, like small business. Okay. We actually have a lot of content creators on the platform, automating their social media. If I go live on Twitch, post to my Discord channel. So we don't necessarily have a very specific target audience, but I would say over the past couple of years, we've been leaning more into that small business, solopreneur, content creator audience.
Gotcha. Awesome.
Yeah.
Super cool. All right. But then let's see the tool. You have prepared a demo for us. Do you want to share the screen? And if I remember well, while you do that, it was, I think, one of the very first no-code tools I heard of at the same time. With Zapier.
Yeah, we are the gateway into no-code for a lot of people. And we're proud of that, like awesome. Where there is a world where, Zapier, Make, and N8N are more effective for like way more complicated automations. We just pride ourselves on being a little bit more simpler for more people, right? So we're a lot more affordable than Make and Zapier. Yeah, we still have a free product that you can just sign up, get 2 automations for free, and really just start kind of learning how should I start automating all my daily tasks in my life or automating my business. Yeah, and we're just a whole lot easier. So I'm going to dive into this. This is, once you sign up, you go to if.com/join, or just go to if.com. You can sign up right there. Again, we're free. Just sign up today. You're going to land on this page. All right. This is our explore page. You can scroll down. You'll see like content we're producing, really popular applets that people are using. Keep scrolling. And then new services that people are wanting to use. So like Capital and Monzo, those are banking financial services. So you can kind of like curate what you want to see right here by choosing applets, services, or the stories we're producing. But what I want to show, if you are kind of, and this is again, the same problem that like Zapier may also do. You're trying to figure out like, whenever you land on this blank page, you're like, what should I automate? Right? Like at 9X, you help like businesses kind of automate a lot of their processes. And you probably have already seen like what are the top things like normally people want to automate, but I'm talking to basically everybody, just like the individual, like figuring out like, oh, what parts of my life do I want to automate? So this can kind of help you curate that. We have some solution pages and they're just specific to like productivity or lead management or social media or smart home. It can kind of give you ideas on what to automate. And then
this is great because this is really like what we see, the number one problem. Before, how do I build this? We have tons of people who don't know necessarily where to start or what are the proper use cases. And that in itself is already a big problem.
Well, totally. I mean, like our target audience that we've kind of moved into is this content creator, solopreneur, small business owner, and they're busy, like they feel like they're drowning in work. They do the same things every day, but they can never like really pinpoint like, oh, what needs to happen if I do X and Y, right? So
I love the UI.
Basically kind of, thank you. I know, super simple. Again, if this,
I understand it.
Yeah, right. Then that. All right. We actually just released this new AI natural language applet creator. So you can like write in if a new Calendly event is ended, then create a Google event in Google Calendar. Right. So if this seems a little bit too tough for you, then feel free just to try this out and like write in natural language what you want to automate, and it will build the applet for you. So if we click classic, again, you click if this, right? You can choose a service. Like we have almost 1,000 services on the platform. At this, it's probably like 988 today, but I feel like we're adding new services every single week. So we have a lot of custom like internal services like date and time. So let's say you want to every day at 9 a.m. Just do 9 a.m. I don't know what time it is in Berlin right now.
It's almost 5, I think. 5-ish.
Okay, cool. So let's say like every day at 9 a.m. I want to post a tweet.
Yeah.
So we just say, happy day. It's the cool part. So this is on the IFT account. You click this add ingredient section and it pulls from the if then section, right? So whenever you're thinking through like what kind of applets I'm trying to build, you're trying to figure out like what are the variables inside of those services that I want to connect together, right? So it's check time. So this check time variable is coming from that date and time service at the very start.
I love that you call it ingredient, which is a step towards, of course, it's a variable. If you work in automation and you build workflows all day, you'll like call it a variable. But that's really a step towards making it easier for people who have no clue about that, also don't really care, and just want to get it done.
Yep. So what I feel is like we help non-programmers be able to program. Like all these automations used to have a full-time, Python developer to connect all the APIs together and like build out those custom coded solutions. Now anyone can do it, right? So every day at 9 a.m., post a tweet saying, happy day, it's 9 a.m., right? So very simple. There's other pluses right here. So if you have a Pro Plus plan, which we can talk about later, you can add multiple if this, then that. So multiple actions, we call them.
Yep.
And so like if I also wanted to post to or send an email, here's my email address. We'll send it to, I've got a coworker that I do live streams with. You say another day.
A lot of emails.
Currently.
It gets a lot of emails.
Here we are. I'll just send him an email saying, happy day. It's currently 9 a.m. Create action. So this is a way you can kind of like, if something happens at this point, then do these different series of events, right? This center, and you can add as many of those actions as you want. This center one right here, if you click this, you also have our Pro Plus plan. There's multiple different things you can do in between that if this, then that action. So a delay is just saying, let's add 1 to 3 hours of delay in between the trigger and then the action. I'm going to delete that. The query is if I want to pull data from other tools and services that I've connected with on it. All right, so we actually have an AI Twitter service. So I'm gonna say tweet generator, the topic. So again, you use this add ingredient section. It's gonna pull check time, say write a poem about whatever time it is. So it's gonna be 9 a.m. if you chose that. You can use emojis, you can use hashtags. These are kind of like designed for Twitter.
So this is a template for a prompt.
It's exactly, yeah. So on the back end, we are prompting ChatGPT with this AI Twitter service, and we're just like kind of customizing it with all these different templates, right? And then you can choose which language you want to do it in. If you don't enter in a language, it just defaults to English. I'm gonna say tone is gonna be funny because I want to have a funny query. So now what this applet is saying is every day at 9, write a tweet, and in that tweet, we're going to write a poem about 9 o'clock a.m. And then I want to post, instead of doing happy day, it's 9 a.m. as my tweet. I'm going to do
inject the poem.
Yep. So I'm going to click this. I'm going to go to the tweet generator. I'm going to pull the variable of the tweet. Update action, and then I'm gonna send my buddy Ben another day, happy day. I'm gonna add that tweet generator. All right, so yeah, what this is doing is it's basically creating every day at 9 a.m. it's creating a custom poem about 9 a.m. and then it's tweeting it, and it's sending my buddy an email with that tweet poem in the response. If you choose this filter code, again, super easy. Like, again, we're trying to democratize programming to some extent, or building integrations. We want to make this just as easy as possible to as many people as possible. If you are a little bit more savvy and you kind of know, you want to customize this applet just a little bit more, you're going to click this filter code button. All right. And in here, you can customize the JavaScript of each applet. So we have these code generators, so you don't need to know JavaScript. And then you can format code up here. So just in case you are trying to write your own JavaScript, if you click this format code button, it will clean it up and make sure it is legible and works functionally, right? So let's just walk through some of these code generators. So run or skipped actions between certain times. So run if the current user time is between 12 a.m. and 12 p.m. All right, so technically that will run if it's 12 a.m. and 12 p.m. my time. I'm gonna copy to this. And then it just has this custom JavaScript already pre-written for you, which is really nice. Or let's say, I'm just delete this, run or skip on a certain day. So I want it to only run on Mondays. So instead of sending Ben an email and posting a tweet every single day at 9 a.m., I just want to do this on Mondays. So copy to clipboard, I'll post it right here, and it says let day. It's pulling all of this custom variables from these sections up here. So within that date and time trigger, we know every day at check time. That's the variable we're pulling. Within the query, we're pulling this tweet variable. And then within the action, you can kind of pull a lot of customizations from the Twitter service or the Gmail service. All right. And then even more complicated here, we can say check for a keyword and then run if the keyword is found in the tweet. So whatever the AI Twitter assistant poem is producing,
I don't know what contains a certain keyword, then you would trigger that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really cool. This capacity to filter. So that is exclusively for filtering, so to define whether or not the next action is taken, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So you are, instead of like running this action every single time, every single day at 9 a.m., you're kind of customizing it a little bit. And a lot of people use this if, like, let's say they're going live on Twitch and they've like titled their Twitch like a certain string. They want to post this to Discord and they want to customize it. Like if the Twitch stream is like daily vlogs or something like that, they want this applet to run. But if they also do a Twitch stream where it's just like lifestyle Twitch streams, they don't want this applet to run.
Gotcha.
So they'll kind of customize it in those ways. Yeah. Well, and like we have a lot of smart home users on the platform, and they'll customize like the lights in their house on certain days of the week. Like they want their lights to be, they want these applets basically to run on certain days of the week, but not on the weekends.
Something for my dad. My dad needs this. Yeah.
Oh, totally.
He has all the gear. It just needs to connect it together with if this and that.
Yeah, totally. And yeah, again, we're super affordable. The most you're going to spend, we can like dive into this in a second, but the most you're going to spend is like $130 a year on our platform. So, for the
super affordable and for private usage, probably not beyond. It's not beyond the budget of what someone is ready to spend to automate their home appliances.
Mm-hmm.
Super cool.
Yeah.
So speaking of the price and the plans, you mentioned you have a free plan. What are the different pricing plans that you offer?
Yeah. So let's just dive into this. The free plan, $0 forever. You get up to 2 applets. You get on normal applet speed. So that runs every like 5 minutes. You can use any of our published applets that aren't on the Pro or Pro Plus plans, or like the DOI applet maker, which I was just showing you. And then again, unlimited applet runs. We've got people that are on this free plan since like 2011, and they've been automating their, just like every time they go running with Strava, they'll post it into a Google spreadsheet.
Yeah.
And so they've had these automations running for like 13 years now. And yeah, it just always works. We do have mobile apps. So this is kind of what also sets us apart from like Zapier, Make, and N8N is our mobile apps. And so you can do like automated widgets.
Was that to build workflows or to?
Yeah, you can build workflows with your phone. It looks the exact same as the web platform, but you also can do stuff with your like location. So a lot of people you're in a co-working space right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in that I use a co-working space here in Chattanooga as well. And every time I get within like 50 yards of my co-working space, I get a notification on my phone that has a QR code that I use to check into the co-working space. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or
really interesting.
Yeah, every time I leave my house, turn on the porch lights. You know, so
my God, but my dad needs this. Like
your dad needs this. Yeah.
Yes.
So
seeing him in 10 days, and I think it's going to be the pitch. I couldn't get him on Make. I couldn't get him on Zapier, but I think this is the one.
Oh, totally. And it's free to start. It's like so easy to just like start kind of automating all your stuff. A lot of people we have like these custom note widgets with the mobile app, and all you have to do is press the note widget, you add in like a prompt, and people will like add that to their Todoist account or their Google Tasks, or we use Akiflow as like our task manager internally. So like add it to my like tasks list in Akiflow, you know? So
super cool.
Yeah. And then let's just kind of expand on the 2 subscription models.
Yep.
So the IFT Pro plan, again, the most you're going to spend is $30 annually, super affordable. This one, I say, leans a little bit more to the smart home and like individual productivity expert, right? So if I am, wanting to be more productive at work and I want to like kind of automate some of my project management tools like Todoist, Google Tasks, iOS reminders, I'm going to choose this Pro plan. And you do get access to Twitter applets, which is huge. You do get access to webhooks. So if there isn't a service on IFT, you can easily connect it with our webhook service. Yeah.
Like every application we look at, does it have webhooks?
Oh, totally.
Or at which point?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like we have 1,000 services that you can connect with IFT, but there's also hundreds of thousands of SaaS tools out there that you like, very niche ones that you want to connect. Everyone has webhooks. So it like kind of really opens up the platform to anything else. Then you get the multi-action applets with our Pro plan. So like you can do like multiple steps, kind of what I was showing you with like the tweet and then Gmail send.
Gotcha.
Right? And then on our Pro Plus plan, this is more designed for small business owners, right? So though if you do want like highly customizable stuff, like, and you're a B2B marketer, right? I'd say, hey, Zapier's great, make.com's great, but we are the solopreneurs, content creators. We have a ton of like YouTubers on the platform, and they're building audiences, you know, across Facebook groups, Discord groups, Slack groups, and they want to share their content with those people on those platforms. You can automatically just connect YouTube with Slack with IFT. It's super easy. And we've been adding a lot of those AI services. So we have the AI Twitter creation tool. We just released an AI LinkedIn creation tool. We're about to create a AI Facebook creation tool. So they're just customized AI social media tools for those specific platforms.
Yeah. You have also YouTube?
Yes.
YouTube,
so we have an AI YouTube service that allows you to not only like create the script for your YouTube, but you can like create outlines, you can create headlines, and then you can use it to whenever we're creating videos for YouTube, we're kind of doing this a little bit more manually. You can't really use an automation tool to do this. But then once you publish to YouTube, we have a YouTube service that allows you to share whatever URL you published to like the 20 other social media platforms on IFT.
Okay, so that's very powerful use case for.
Yeah.
If you're running your YouTube channel and you want to get started with automations, it seems like a great platform that has that omni-channel or multi-channel capabilities to publish wherever you want to be present.
No, totally. And then the Pro Plus comes with like the queries and filter code. So if you are a little bit more tech savvy and you want to like do some of that more customized filter stuff in there, then choose the Pro Plus plan. Again, super affordable, $130 a year. I mean, this is cheaper than Netflix. So
that's a good comparison.
Yeah.
It's cheaper and probably more useful.
Oh, totally. Yeah. So I think that's about it. I mean, one thing that let me show you this real quick. Do this. The one thing that I guess also lets us stand apart from like those other customization tools is you can just come down here and choose, let's click this explore page, go to applets. All of these, if you find an applet that like meets your customized like automation needs, all you have to do is click and then connect it. All right. You have to authorize for this example, would be your Gmail account, but other than that, it will like, right away.
It's pre-built, and all I have to establish are the connections, and then I can directly use it.
Yep, exactly. So perfect. So it's just super simple. We've got hundreds of thousands of these applets on the platform already. If you can't find an applet that works for you, then it's super easy to create your own. And again, we're just trying to make it extremely accessible for anyone to customize their favorite services on the internet.
Awesome. Thank you, Tripp, for showcasing us if this then that. A very cool platform, by far the easiest to use out of all the integration platforms we've seen, and we've tried them all.
You're on a journey to try them all, yeah.
Yeah, we try. We had a look at most of them, and I've played around with if this and that, but that was a while ago, so it was good to see how the platform has evolved since then. But very good tool, and especially for those who are a bit afraid of trying out integration platforms, see the need, you have potentially a use case that you'd like to implement, but you're intimidated by Make. Zapier is also not cutting it in terms of simplicity. Then this is where you should go. And I think with the demo, it was very clear and very clear that the UI is very simple. And that with a few clicks, you can get your first automation live and save some time. Thank you for joining us in the show.
Yep. Thanks, Alex. Thanks for having me.